Louisiana Beer Reviews 38, Carlsberg Sort Guld. Carlsberg Sort Guld is Carlsberg's black gold. That's what it means. And this was shipped to me from Denmark by a friend of mine who lives there. Brian, thank you for sending this. I know it was very expensive from what I understand. This beer is 5.8% alcohol. It says Derek Pilsner Biergut. I don't know what that means. Dark or strong Pilsner beer, maybe. It's made by Carlsberg, which is a very large brewery in Europe, brewing company. It says by appointment to the Royal Danish Court. So see, this is made by appointment by the Danish royal family. The can was sort of beat up in the shipping, so I don't normally have cans out of this beat up. It says probably the best beer in the world. We're going to find out about that. That's a big claim to make, probably the best beer in the world. But having not tried every beer in the world, I can't really say that. But I'm going to find out if it's at least decent. Beer Advocate gives it C-. Rate Beer gives it sort of a average to below average rating. I've never tried it before. This is the 9th Louisiana beer review that I'm doing where I've never tried the beer before. So, well, let's see what happens. This is a small, about 10-ounce can. And apparently this is very common in Denmark. It's like you'd say Old Milwaukee here, or Pabst Blue Ribbon, or Budweiser in America. Okay, you can see it has a thick white head and a clear, it's a very clear golden appearance. I don't know about black gold. I don't know what that means really, but it's a good golden appearance. Let's see here. It's got a lot of carbonation in it, but I don't see an enormous amount of bubbles streaming up. Just a few bubbles streaming up the glass. You know, some beers you pour and it's just bubbles going up the glass the whole time. But, well, there are. They're there. Now to give it the smell test. It's a very faint smell, but I can pick up sort of a bread, which is barley, imagining. You get a faint beer aroma, but this is not a strong aroma. I bet when I start drinking it down, it's going to come out a little more, but it's not much of an aroma. A little sweetness, I suppose. Alright, now the most important thing with these Louisiana beer reviews, the taste test. Probably the best beer in the world. We're going to see about that. You can pick up that alcohol feel in there. It's sort of prominent, not overwhelming, but you can pick it up. You get the breadiness, the barley malt. It's not a hoppy beer. There's hop bitterness, but it's not strong. Maybe you can pick up a little yeast aroma. Let's see. I'm trying to think what this reminds me of. I'll say that it's really not that much unlike an ice beer, although probably not as watery. The mouth feels probably a little more medium bodied. And the finish is refreshing, and it's not quite as dry as an American beer, but it's mostly dry. But if somebody had handed me this and I didn't see the Carlsberg can, and they just said on the blind taste test, what do you think this is? I'd probably say something like, hey, where did you pick up the Ice House? Or, I didn't know you liked natural ice. Last year I bought this in Maryland on US Highway 1, and it's called Bo Ice Beer, National Bohemian Ice. This is also 5.8% alcohol. But this is bigger than this, so this is a better value than this, in my opinion. That's what this, this is what that reminds me of, Bo Ice. And I really liked National Bohemian Ice, to tell you the truth. I gave it a good rating. But did I think it was the best beer in the world? No. And of course I know that's just a sales thing, but I think this is alright. And I thought the Bo Ice was alright. And I think Natural Ice is alright. And I think Ice House is alright. And I think, well, I don't know about Old Milwaukee Ice. I know it's made, but I've never tried it. And I think Milwaukee's Best Ice is okay. And I like Bud Ice pretty much. So I don't guess this is an ice beer, but who knows? I mean, all they do is, with ice beer, is get it real cold to where it makes ice crystals and scrape the ice off the top, which leaves more alcohol in the mix. So this could be made according to that process. I don't know. It's pretty similar to those ice beers. But I like it. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm giving this beer a B. It's good. I'm going to give it a B plus. It's very good the more I drink it. But look, I'm stuck with this small can. I don't want to be stuck with this small can. That's it. I'm going to Denmark and I'm getting a big can. Well, of course I'm not. But I would like to see this for sale somewhere in a nice big pint can. So this is good. This makes me want to go drink Ice House or the Bo Ice, which I can't get because it's only sold around Maryland. But hey, this is alright stuff. If you're ever in Denmark, get it. If you have a friend who moved to Denmark and wants to send you beer, recommend that he send this. Drink it, try it. I think you'll like it. So, Laissez les bon temps rouler. This is a good beer. Oh yeah. I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans.